Morning, everyone. I have a word for you, and I want to start reading in Revelations 2, verse 4. It says, "But I have this one charge to make against you, that you have left the love that you had at first. You have deserted me, your first love." Now, I don't want to hit anybody over the head with a stick this morning, but something that God has been speaking to me about. Um, is to really get back to basics. Okay, so in our walk, as we grow with Jesus and we explore many things like maybe like the gifts of the Spirit, and understand me correctly, we are all for that, keep going for that. But let's say we explore this and then we explore maybe, I don't know, different ways of praying or books that we read and we get more insights into things, or, different places that we go to hear from different preachers and, all of that. And we want to gather all this knowledge to really go deeper into Jesus. And that is beautiful. I mean, it is really good that we do that. But we always have to remember our first love. And I want to encourage you today, if you feel maybe that you've become too busy, possibly, and even that with ministry stuff or things of God, or, listening to other people, if you've maybe become too busy with doing all those things, maybe cancel an event or so, or maybe cancel another appointment that you had, so that you can just have some time just to spend time with Jesus. And many times I know the flesh can sometimes so go against that spending time with Jesus, because it feels like effort. Oh, I have to open up my Bible, or I don't have energy, or whatever. You can make it simple and you can make it fun with God. You can maybe go buy a cup of coffee and go and look at the beautiful scenery. I mean, that is nice. And immediately there's like a I don't know, like a spontaneous reaction that we possibly want to speak to God, especially if you're in love with Jesus. You want to spend time with Him. So I realize, for me, for example, like my days are busy with kids and ministry and that kind of thing. So many times I'm speaking to God a lot about the practical things, like, okay, God, give me insight here, give me help here, whatever. But sometimes I really just need to put down all the busyness and just sit down and just spend time with my first love, the one who saved me, the one who has always loved me and accepts me for who I am. So make that time. And it doesn't have to take on some form. But something I want to add to this today is also in terms of your calling, your vision. If you don't have a calling or a vision for your life, I urge you to sit with Jesus and ask Him, Lord, where is my life going? What is the calling of my life? And that doesn't have to be like a full-time ministry type thing. Like, how does God want to use you? Where is your heart at, your passion? Maybe it is to help children that are in need. Maybe it is to, I don't know, it can be anything. It can be even something like rescuing dogs. I know that might sound silly, but if you just do what your passion is, and on our way in doing those things, we can reach people, because obviously, ultimately, we need to reach the lost. Okay. But in doing that, in your day to day, whatever your passion is that you live out, when you do that, you can reach people. But get back to that thing that God has placed in your heart. Ask Him, if you don't have a vision, ask Him to give you a vision. And if you do have one and you have become distracted, ask Him to just put you back on track, to give you the next step, the next thing that you can do. And you don't necessarily have to have money. It can be something as simple as just going to somebody on the street and praying for them. What is it that God has said to you? So I just want to urge you today, just make some time for Jesus, get back to your first love. I so enjoy, if you read further, he says, get back to the things that you once did at first. And then he also says, and we know this in Revelations, he says it many times, if you have an ear to hear what the Spirit is saying. So what is the Spirit saying to you today? Just do that. Bless you.